But yes, so grateful to see you all. And yeah, so grateful to be here for the fire horse journey. I've been journeying with the fire horse all day today, and whew, it's an energy, that's for sure. I'm excited for the year ahead. Yeah, getting all tingly thinking about it. Okay. So I think I'm not seeing anyone else coming in at this time. So I'm gonna check I got the recording going. And can everyone hear me okay? Okay, thank you all. Oh, it's just so lovely to see you all. Okay, so welcome. We're gonna open up the ceremony. Um, just taking a moment to just sit in the space of gratitude that I'm in right now and that we can do this work in this way as well. I'm very much an in-person type of ceremony space holder, but this is beautiful and magical, and it's just wonderful that we can connect in this way. So I'm just opening the ceremony with deep gratitude for that. And when I do my ceremonial work, I call in the spirits beforehand. So the spirits are here with us, the helping spirits, the spirits of the land that I live on here are always holding the space, eagles holding the space. The keepers of the land are the ones, if anyone has been in ceremony with me in the group ceremonies, they know that they are the ones, the guardians of the land that I live on here. And so, I leave offerings for them. I ask permission if I can hold ceremony. Every ceremony I do, I ask permission to do the work. And it's never been a no, ever. It's always been a resounding yes, sometimes with different stipulations and, different offerings. And, I'm always leaving the offerings for wolf, always leaving steak, always leaving salmon for the keepers of the land. And the horse today, I was like, okay, well, just assuming it's going to be some apple. But no, it was apple and it was carrot. So I left those offerings as well. And yeah, as I was saying before, I've just been working today with the fire horse, and so many teachings came through. And this ceremony is such a limited time. Normally, my ceremonies are 3, 4 hours long. So I'm going to try and talk less, which isn't easy because there's so much to say. But yeah, so we can just get to the experiential part of the ceremony, so the journeying. But it is important to also talk about the medicine of horse and the fire horse as well. And so I sent the email for you all to just start connecting to that medicine. And yeah, it's deep, and it's so fascinating that this, lunar year is holding so much power and so much transformation for everyone in the collective, and that it's really asking us to really boldly step into that. Um, and to also the big teachings that came through are to also recognize that this isn't a marathon, and horse can run forever and ever and ever and ever because they're able to, but we need to also pause and take space between these bouts of movement and forward momentum. So lots of stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I think most everyone's here now. I just want to take a moment and we'll do a little bit of grounding. But for anyone that hasn't met me, I don't know if anyone's on the call that hasn't met me, but my name's Heidi. And I'll be guiding our ceremony and welcome you into the ceremony space. And I'll give lots of direction on how we do the journeying. And so you'll be well prepared to go into the journey. But for now, let's just take a moment and just feel our either feet on the floor or, feeling really rooted in our seat if we're sitting. And just take a moment to close the eyes A moment to soften the brow, to soften the jaw. To soften the shoulders, connecting with the breath, bringing the breath into any areas of restriction we can feel in the body. Not trying to change the breath, but just allowing it to flow in and out. And then bringing both hands in front of you and rubbing the hands together and bringing friction and heat into the hands for a few moments. And then just taking each hand and either placing them both on your heart space or one on your lower abdomen, your womb, your sacral, and one on the heart. And just feeling the warmth of your hands on these powerful portals. Just letting yourself rest there for a moment. Continuing to allow the body to soften. And just in your mind, just setting the intention to receive whatever healing, whatever teaching, whatever wisdom, guidance is for your highest good, with ease and with grace. And now, while you're still just eyes closed, continuing to connect with the breath, I'll just read a short poem. So we are closing the year of the wood snake, but we will continue to shed. The shedding is essential for our inner fire to burn bright. Each release, old skins, masks, patterns, ways of being, make space for the luminous, radiant light within us to shine. Our medicine, our wisdom, our vitality, our healing energy cannot emerge without this letting go. We honor the cycles of shedding. We give thanks to Snake. And now we are ready to stoke our inner fire and let our wild hearts lead with Fire Horse as our guide. Okay. So just bringing yourself back into the space. And that's kind of been somewhat of the teaching for the last few weeks is, I'm seeing a lot of, you know, the shedding's done, the transformation's done, and now we're bringing it forward, which is true. But it's important, I feel like, to acknowledge that the shedding happens till our last breath on this earth. That's how we transform. That's how we continue to evolve as individuals. So just knowing that, and honoring the year, because, last year was very transformative for many people and very deep and even painful shedding and releasing, and honoring that. And also knowing that if this year that comes through, that's also okay. And then it's not it's not that you're doing it wrong or anything like that. The shedding continues over time. That was just a big energetic and cosmic year for that to be moving. And now it's moving into the fire horse, which is really beautiful. And for me, a lot of the teachings was also, of the fire, the womb, the sacral, the hara for men, like the fire being in this area, the creativity, the passion, the ignition of our own inner sacred fire. And then horse medicine is all about the heart. So it's such a beautiful mix energetically and shamanically, as I see it and was shown it, is, the medicine of the heart from the horse and the medicine of the fire from like the womb and the creative center. So yeah, potent year ahead, which is exciting and really calling us to step in to our own power. And my journeys today, I've been reminded many times in my journeys last year, especially over the last year, and working in the King series with the King power animals and calling us to our power. And it was, the consistent message that it's, not about you. It's not about the individual anymore. It's not a choice to stay small anymore. And whatever that looks like, it's a spectrum for everyone, right? But it's not a choice anymore to do that. And it's really the call to step forward and start moving your medicine, your gifts into the world, whatever that looks like for you. So, again, Fire Horse came with that reminder that it's not about you anymore. It's about the children of the world. It's about the future generation. It's about the great mother, the earth herself. It's about all the animals, all the plants, the rivers, the mountains. It's more than just our small selves. And I think most of you on this call know that we did not choose to be here at this time to just give up and succumb to the circumstances of this world and what's going on in it. So we really came specifically at this time to bring the light and to shine the light through and to pace ourselves in that process as well. So that was the big teachings that were coming through for me. And, when we talk about horse medicine, whenever we work with, one of the power animals, it's really, I like to touch into actually that animal in this world as well. We work with the spirit of that animal, but to actually connect with the physical animal as well. And so, like I said, the medicine of the horse is the heart medicine. Their hearts are massive. Their hearts beat like 3 times slower than ours beat. And when people are around them, as many of you know who have been around horses, they just automatically like regulate us, our nervous systems. And their energetic field expands like 10 feet outside of them. And so, again, being in their presence is so beautiful and helps us feel calm and peace. And they're very intuitive. Lots of people do beautiful work with horses, like intuitive work and healing work with horses. And in therapeutic sense, but also in the very spiritual side of it. And it's just magical. So really honoring horse and how long horse and humans have walked alongside each other for like thousands of years, 4,000 years. We've been connected to horse. Horses taken humans into battle. Horses taken humans on long journeys, helped move things across country. So, and then just being uh, really healers of humans as well, not only helping, but also healers of humans. So, yeah, just honoring that and the energetic field of the horse, just remembering that. And another powerful teaching that came through today, which was quite intense and beautiful, was just the reminder that we are not separate from the fire horse. The fire horse is here to remind you, to remind us of that medicine within us, that fire, that passion, the heart medicine, the compassion for others, the compassion for self, the love, all these things. The fire horse is just a mirror or an archetypal energy that we can connect with that is all within us, like all the power animals, the medicine and the plants. The medicine is all within us. It's just they're here to remind us of that. So, going away from the ceremony and with the message that you are the fire horse. Fire horse is our guide, and often we're shown it outside of us, but the message was really like that that energy, that life force, that medicine, that healing is all within you. We're just reawakening it, reawakening to it at this time in this lunar cycle, and asking to be moving it forward and moving it into the world, that medicine that's already within us. So awakening, remembering, reclaiming, revitalizing all these things and bringing it through. So yeah, that was pretty intense. I was like, whoa, whew, a lot of heat in that journey. So yeah, the heart horse, the womb fire, and then a really powerful teaching, which we're going to go to in the journey. We're going to be asking, horse to show us or help move um, whatever blocks within the body are preventing us from stepping into that. So for me, it was horse was working on my throat. It was all in my throat, and there was a lot of like coughing and breathing out, these energies that were in my throat. And that often comes, it's often throat work for me. But so just being open to how that shows up in your journey as well. Um, and then, of course, with the Chinese lunar framework of the fire horse, it's about, yeah, forward movement, momentum, fire, the yang energy, independence, sovereignty, um, really forward motion, forward direction. And so beautiful. And then always coming back to, for me, it's always coming back to also the teaching of the beauty of that forward momentum and the reminder to rest and integrate and then move forward, to rest and integrate and then move forward, right? So, yes. Yeah, we don't need to find this energy. And also the teaching of when we're calling on the fire horse, we're calling in our courage and expanding our comfort zones. Like it looks different for everyone. So for like this seems very minimal to people, but this is expanding my comfort zone. And for others, this is just easy. Or other things like, doing work outside my space and, applying and offering work outside of my, the wolf den here, who many people have been to. So it's like these are already starting to come into place. And to me, like again, like everyone's expansion comfort zone looks different. So just honoring yourself through that as well. And even like small steps is definitely something. And it's definitely to be celebrated and to honor yourself when you're pushing yourself a little bit further and, feeling the fear and doing it anyways. Um, and another kind of teaching I just want to talk about really briefly, I'm looking at the time, but that when we're in this energy of forward movement and expanding and stepping out of our comfort zones, we are inevitably going to experience setbacks or failure, if that's what you call it, which I never feel like it is. There's always learnings, always teachings, and redirection, right? But the teaching from horse today was to get back on the horse, literally the saying. And for those of you, that have children or mentor children or even support other clients, to share that with them, to share the realness of falling off the horse and getting back on. And our kids need to see that. They really need to see that. They need to see that we can experience setbacks or whatever it may be, redirections, and that we can work through that and honor that process and glean the wisdom from that process. And and that we can still choose to courageously keep going. Because, like I said, like giving up is just not an option at this time. And that was such a powerful teaching that came through, is that it really is about movement forward, whatever that looks like. And maybe it is a redirection from what you're doing right now. And maybe it is this and that. And we follow the path and we allow the path to unfold. And we just keep moving forward with the intention to keep listening, to keep really deeply listening, and noticing where our heart's being called to. So, yeah, get back on the horse. That was the teaching. Mm. Um, Yeah. Yeah. So, I do want to make sure that I give some time for people to share after the journey if they're called to share. So, for now, I'm just going to speak a little bit for anyone that hasn't done any shamanic journeying. I always like to talk about what we're doing in the journey, who we're working with, why we're working, why we're doing this work. And so, really, first and foremost, I mean, shamanism has existed on all continents for the last 60,000 years. It dates back 60,000 years. Some say even 90 to 100,000 years. So, it's not a religion, it's a spiritual practice. And again, it has existed in all different parts of the world. And so, if you trace back far enough, for some, they don't need to go back far in their lineage, or it's even still present in their lineage, depending on where your ancestors or where you come from. But if we travel far enough back, our ancestors would have practiced this uh, shamanic or animistic way of life where they're in connection with the plants. They're learning from the plants, they're using the plants, they're communing with the plants, they're working with the fire, they're working with the animals, they're listening to the wind. And they often had shamans in their communities, in their tribes. What that person was called would be different for every part of the world, right? And it still is. But the person in the community that works with the helping spirits, works in the spirit realms, uses trance to get into those states, to connect with the unseen realms, to do divination work, or to bring healing to individuals or the community, and to remain or maintain balance within the community between the humans and the land. So this work has been done all over the world for many, many, many thousands of years. And so core shamanism is different in the sense that it was developed by an anthropologist named Michael Harner, who in the 50s and 60s went and studied and lived among the Shipibo and the Havar people, I believe. I think I'm saying it right. So he lived among those people and was, partaking in ayahuasca ceremonies and learning the plant medicine, and was eventually initiated into the Havar or Havir um, tribe as a shaman. And then he left that area and was back in North America and was like, well, how do we bring this, like, how do we make this accessible essentially to everyone? And not everyone, especially in the 50s and 60s, had access to ayahuasca and plant medicine like that. But he started working with the indigenous people, the First Nations in Canada, and the indigenous people in North America, and then the Sami people in northern Sweden, Finland, Norway, and all over the world in Siberia, different cultures that use the drum. And so he was like, of course. They've used the drum in different parts of the world. They use the drum in different parts of the world. They use the plants in other parts of the world. They use the didgeridoo, in Australia. the Aborigines use a didgeridoo to get into the trance state, chanting, dancing, all these things to bring us into this trance state, which is really an expanded state of consciousness. So when we're using the drum, the drum is guiding us on the journey, and it's actually the drum beat, the 4 to 7 beats per minute is a faster drum beat, and it's taking us into that like brainwave entrainment. So it's training and bringing the brain into a state of trance or deep relaxation, or between awake and dreaming. So yeah, again, where you're really just relaxed, and so then you can travel and experience these the different realms. So that's what we're doing in the journeying work. And very specifically, we are working with the helping and compassionate spirits. So we're not working with just any, gods or goddesses or whomever out there. We're working very specifically with the plant spirits. And whenever I do ceremony, I'm always working with the power animal or the plant beforehand, for weeks beforehand, before bringing people into ceremony to work with it. So, yeah, we're always working with helping and compassionate spirits. And and with our journeying, we're always having our intention, because our intention is what guides our journey. So I'm going to be guiding you guys in the journey. So if you practice, if you have your own shamanic journeying practice, you are stating the intention, and can sometimes, in a journey, even with ours, when I'm guiding you, you might kind of go off a little bit and start thinking about groceries and these things. Just come back to your heart and come back to the intention to meet with the fire horse, receive the healing, receive teachings, guidance, come back to my words. But really, it's coming back to the heart is the big piece, and the intention to meet with the fire horse and receive healings or teachings, guidance. So, yeah, the big thing is we're working with the helping spirits. We're using the drum, and yeah, having the direct experience. So there's no intermediary. It's not, someone journeying on your behalf. It's actually, it's actually you meeting with the medicine yourself to have that really direct experience. And so I'll just go into it. I'll just keep going because we're going to get to our journey soon. But when it comes to shamanic journeying, everyone experiences it different, and every journey is different. So some people may have very visual journeys, and that's their norm. And then all of a sudden, the next journey they have is really somatic and really in the body, and it's more emotions moving, energy moving, yawning, tears, whatever it may be. So our journeys change all the time. Some people can really clearly see, the power animal that we're working with, and other times it's just kind of like a misty fog. You can see, you can feel, it's the essence of that being, it's the spirit of that being, but you may not be able to really directly see it. And all of that is okay. You may just receive kind of like a download or a knowing when you're working and asking the fire horse, the questions or the guidance that I'll be giving you. So it may be really an embodied feeling. It may be really a sensory, like a visual kind of experience. When we're journeying and we're meeting with the power animal, they're not like speaking to us. It's like a telepathic communication, right? So just trusting and surrendering to it all, and trusting that whatever you get in your journey is exactly what you're meant to. If you find yourself going, am I just making this up? Sure, you're making it up. Just roll with it. That piece of surrender to just keep opening the heart and allowing it to, the medicine to move in. So, sure, you're making it up. And then the next moment you'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I could have never made that up. Um, so just going with it and flowing with it. And, we can, Yeah, we will set the intention in the beginning. We'll do a little bit of breathing. I'll do a little bit of rattling, and then I'm going to walk you through the intention. So I'll speak it in sections, and then you can just repeat after me and just letting the words really land in your heart, land in your body, and not worrying if you're doing it right. It's okay. It'll all happen anyways, exactly as it's meant to. But we'll set our intention, and then I'll start the faster drum beat, and then I'll be guiding you into the journey. And then again, just allowing the experience to unfold as it is. If I bring you, in the journey and we're in a field, but you're at the beach, that's okay. It's okay. You're at the beach. Don't worry about it. And just the spirits show us the best way to receive the medicine. So if it's in a different place, that brings us a different feeling that they're wanting us to feel, then that's how it's meant to be. So there's no wrong way to journey. And I do sometimes speak about dismemberment that can happen in journeys, and that's when the spirits are initiating us or they're doing a big clearing. A big energetic clearing or shedding. And if it's an animal, it can be, how an animal would shed or clear you in the wild, in nature. So I don't feel like horse is a real dismemberment type of power animal guide, but you never know. So horse was helping me to remove a lot. So extracting a lot from my throat area, which was really beautiful and powerful. But just I say that so that you're not surprised if if yeah, there's help moving energy out of you in the journey. So just don't be surprised if that happens. Preparing you for that in case that happens. But it is a really beautiful, deep, deep, powerful clearing, is what it is energetically. And often, as shamanic practitioners or people that journey really frequently and have specific guides, if we're having like creative blocks or we're feeling like just not in our body, not connected, then we'll journey and we'll ask for one of our guides to dismember us. And so that could be snake helping to peel off the skin. It could be, I've had all sorts of dismemberment journeys. It could be in the sacred fire where you walk in the fire and, it's just a burning away and it doesn't hurt. It never hurts. It's like a beautiful clearing. So I've had many different ways of being dismembered, but it's a really deep clearing. Of energy, of dense energy within our field, within our body, within our energy bodies. So um, yes. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Our intention's really just going to be journeying to meet with the spirit of the fire horse, asking for any guidance for the year ahead, and to be shown how to, or if there's anything that needs to move in our heart, or again, that womb, sacral, for men, it's the hara, anything in that space that is ready to move so that we can really, really be calibrating to our heart and tuning to our heart medicine and our womb, our fire, the fire in the womb and the sacral, and the heart medicine of the horse in the heart space. So, um, yes. Does anyone have any questions at all? Okay, so just having everyone, yeah, getting nice and comfortable. And if you want to turn off your screens or cover them or anything like that, feel free to do that for sure. And then just find your comfortable position and start to, again, connect back with the breath. Back to that intention to receive the healing, the teaching, the guidance for your highest good with ease and with grace. Continuing to bring your awareness to the breath moving in and out of your body. Allowing each breath to bring deep surrender. And every exhale, just releasing any expectation of how you will experience this journey with Fire Horse. Just really giving yourself permission to have this experience however it's meant to be. Continuing to connect with the breath. Taking in a deep breath and just holding it for a moment. And then really, when you're ready, just releasing it. And so I'm going to guide you through the intention for our journey, and I'll speak it in sections, and you can repeat after me either out loud or in your mind. And we'll repeat the intention 2 times. It is my sacred intention to meet with the spirit of the Fire Horse, to receive guidance and be shown how to connect with my heart, and courageously bring my fire, my passion, my dreams into this world. And we'll just repeat that one more time. It is my sacred intention to meet with the spirit of the Fire Horse, to receive guidance and be shown how to connect with my heart, and courageously bring my fire, my passions, my dreams into this world. And just let that intention be felt in your heart. Let it permeate every cell within your being. And with your eyes closed, open up your inner sight and see yourself in a beautiful forest. A magical forest. Take a moment and look down and see your feet on the earth. Feel your feet on the earth. Is the earth moist, or is it dry? the forest and notice the trees around you. Is it daytime in your forest? Is the light of the sun streaming through the trees? Or is it misty, foggy? Or is it dark, evening? The light of the moon illuminating the forest. Are there stars above? Take a moment and reach down to the earth and place your hands on the earth. Ask the Great Mother if she has a message for you. Or perhaps she wants to share her energy with you, her luminous, beautiful energy. Thank her for this. And then notice again the trees around you. Take a moment and walk towards the tree. And ask if you can place your hands on the tree. Open up all your senses. Can you smell the tree? Can you feel the tree? Your hands on the bark. What does it feel like? Ask the tree for a message or healing. Really take some time to connect with this tree. Noticing its strength. Its rootedness. Continue to open up all the senses. What does it sound like in this forest? really call in the spirit of the fire horse to appear before you. Thank the spirit of fire horse for arriving, for being with you. And really open up and notice. Tune in to the energy of the fire horse. Noticing how it moves. How it feels to be in the presence of this magical being. And you can ask the fire horse to come closer to you. You can ask the spirit of the fire horse what guidance it has for you for the coming year. You can ask the fire horse for healing. You can ask fire horse what old beliefs, emotions, imprints are you holding in your heart that are preventing you from being fully seen. From bringing your gifts through. whatever is ready to be witnessed and released, so that you can sink into your heart space to embody your heart medicine. Asking Fire Horse to help activate your heart space, receiving a transmission of healing from Horse to your heart. Asking Fire Horse to help move, release, dissolve any old beliefs, emotions, imprints, thought patterns of not good enough, of unworthiness, to be cleared from your womb, your hara, your sacral, your center of power, of fire, of passion, of creativity. Let anything that needs to move feels complete, thank the fire horse. Take a moment and really be in the presence of this beautiful being, thanking this guide that will walk with you through the coming months, the guide that will remind you that you are whole and complete and that you are safe to bring through your gifts, to shine brightly. And take a moment and thank the trees and the land, the forest that held you in this journey. Thank the stars, thank the moon, thank the sun. And then return back to where you began your journey, tracing back all the steps to your starting place. Again, looking down and seeing your feet on the earth, and just noticing any energetic shifts, how you are feeling. And again, looking back up into the forest. And then slowly watching the forest dissolve as you bring yourself back. Return, return, return back into your space. Back into the body, into the room. Bringing gentle movement to your arms, to your wrists, to your feet. Bringing your hands to your legs, perhaps, or your arms, and just rubbing the body gently. Just bringing yourself back. Taking as much time as you need. Just really allowing yourself a gentle return, and then taking a few minutes to journal any of the messages that came through of the healing you received. And just give everyone just a minute or two more